Well, we can cross live to Lviv in Ukraine and speak to journalist for the Kyiv Independent, Asami Terajima. Asami, thank you so much for being on the programme again. What is the latest that you're hearing from the ground in Kiev, in Lviv? I mean, do you feel like things are really ramping up?
Obviously, we see that this 40-mile-long Russian column is approaching the capital. We see that it's only like approximately 20 miles away. So we see it's very close, and we don't know what Russia is planning next. Only one man knows, and that's Russian dictator Vladimir Putin. So we are all worried for what's going to happen. But and we also hear more bombs and more explosions. And just yesterday we heard there was this report of the explosion that rocked the central station in Kiev, and there's thousands of people, including women and children, trying to flee to a different part of Ukraine or to abroad. So it could have literally hit anyone, and we see that Russian shellings have also been occurring not only in Kiev but in other major cities as well, and missiles as well. So we see that they're not just targeting the soldiers, but they're targeting also civilians, and this is a danger for everyone in Ukraine. But we are trying to stay calm, and while it is scary what the future holds, we're trying to stay united and strong together.
Yeah, I mean, the civilian response has, I think, taken the whole world by surprise at how brave Ukrainians are being. But you mentioned there the main station in Kiev being bombed while Ukrainian civilians were told by Russian forces to get out, to expect a heavy bombardment. How are those evacuations going? And what about the encroaching shortages of things such as food and fuel and vital medicines?
So Ukraine's Interior Ministry says that the blast in the station was caused by a wreckage of a Russian missile that was downed by Ukrainian air defense. But this has not been confirmed 100%. Like, we don't know yet which one's the real version. But in terms of evacuating civilians, yes, there are many people who have stayed in Kiev, but also there are lots of people who've left, because we see that in the next couple of days, or maybe during the week, it's going to be a very heavy fighting. We see that Russian forces really want the capital. So and so many people there's lots of people at the station trying to get on a train, and it's really chaotic because people are trying to. There's so little space. And the tickets are already free right now because it's time of war, and it's a very serious situation. So everyone is just trying to get on the train, and the station was chaotic. But if you go to the central part of Kiev, it's not as chaotic. Everyone is more calm, and there is still food and there's still water. But the supplies of, for example, like long-lasting foods such as pasta, bread, and long-term breads and like rice, those supplies are running low.
Asami, please do stay safe, and let's catch up again soon. It's always fantastic to have you on the show.